21. Like I said, I'm 22 weeks in a day. So I'm going to go back to week 21 because I think I would like to do the week after I've actually experienced the week. And in week 21, it's all about movement within. Movement within. And the quote on the front says, "I can feel you and I'm connected to you." This week, I have felt that I have gotten a little bit bigger than I was before, which is probably a good thing. We had our last ultrasound, hopefully. No need to go back unless there's any complications at any point. And saw our little baby. We don't know if it's a boy or a girl, but it is going to be Kieran, which is spelled Ciaran. And little Kieran is just over a pound, very little, but cute as a pie. And seeing the baby, it was moving so much. Its mouth was opening, its little arms were coming up around its face, its little knees were kicking. And it was so interesting because in actuality, I couldn't feel the movement with it. And that's not to say that I haven't felt movement, but the movement I felt has been very little tiny little butterfly sort of, as everybody explains. I don't know what butterflies feel like in my belly because I've never actually really had a butterfly there. But it's almost like somebody's tickling me from the inside. And the baby right now is breech. So I think it's probably more punches than it is kicks. But I'm not really sure. It's typically a little bit higher, and the baby seems to be quite low. It's about 3 inches beneath my belly button. So things are moving for sure. I'm definitely feeling activity. It's not really like heavy thumps. You know, I see some of these vlogs where people's bellies are moving at 22 weeks and people are saying that they've been feeling it for the last 10 weeks. And I'd probably say in the last 2 to 3 weeks, I've started to feel some movement. My little monster. One of the two. And it's been pretty cool. You know, Daddy keeps talking to the belly, and he keeps, you know, in the morning and at night, he'll feel, you know, hold his hands there. I'm excited for the time when it says, I actually read the other day that at one point later on in our pregnancy, we'll be able to actually, well, I won't be able to, but Craig will be able to put his ear to my belly and hear the heartbeat, which is pretty, I didn't realize you could do that. Maybe we will be able to, maybe we won't. Maybe, you know, if you know if that's true or not, let me know, comment below. But that's really neat. You know, Craig's been with me for the initial doctor's visit. Once I ended up getting my midwife at week 8. I got mine really early, and he hasn't been able to come to the midwife appointments with me, but he did come to a home birthing session. Our intention is to have a water birth at home. My intention is, I don't know how keen he is on it, but I'm really hoping to have a home birth, and the water birth seems to be a really beautiful way to bring the baby into the world. So I'm going to look into that a little bit more. So he has come to the home birth, but he hasn't been able to hear the heartbeat each time I've gone to my midwife appointments, which right now is a total of 3 times. I don't actually go back until the beginning of January and first week of January, and then from there I'll be into my 3rd trimester, so I imagine we'll be going pretty frequently. The thing I would like to talk about in regards to the belly stuff is, you know, one of the main questions is, it says, how do you actually feel carrying a baby in your body, and what are your thoughts when you feel her move? It's funny, I had just said yesterday to somebody that before I was pregnant, I used to always see pregnant women, and you know, a lot of the teachers, not a lot, but a few of the teachers at the studio have recently had babies within the last year or so. And I'd always be like, wow, what does it feel like? I can't imagine how strange it would be to have a baby in your belly and to see yourself changing so much. And I was always really quite interested in it, and you know, a little bit nervous about it, and not one of those people that were like, I want a baby. However, having the baby, I can see that it's not actually as crazy weird as it is. It's really a progression. And for all of you people just getting ready to be pregnant, and for all of you people that are just starting out, I remember turning to Kelly, one of the teachers at the studio, and saying she's actually pregnant as well. She's due a month and a half before me, and looking at her and being like, oh my goodness, you're, you know, not necessarily, you know, you're so much bigger than I am, but I felt that she was further along, and it seemed like such a long way away. And I remember saying to her, you know, how far are you? And she was like, I'm 22 weeks or something like that, 22, 23 weeks. And at the time I was only 12 weeks. And I thought, oh my God, that seems so far away. And here I am. I'm not that week, and it has gone by so fast. I know some people love being pregnant, and I know some people don't like being pregnant. I, with the exception of the aches, have absolutely loved it. I've found that I'm feeling way more connected with myself. I'm feeling way more mature in a sort of a responsible way, in a way that I feel that this miracle of bringing life into the world is just around the corner, and I'm going through the process of growing, of feeling, and it's all like this cultivating time. It's all this, you know, bringing in knowledge and reading and learning, and whoa, that video is going really buggy. Strange. Hold on. Okay, so as you can tell from the last video, my puppies are now awake. This one's Earl and this one is Raymond. And they make me talk like a little baby. So they may be bouncing a bit around. Be quiet, please. I had to go and take my camera back. I just bought it. Today is my first day of vlogging. First the battery dies, then I plug it in. Then it works again. And then obviously, I had some weird shaking thing going on. So anyway, we're back. We've got a new camera, and we'll see how it goes. So I just wanted to complete my blog, or vlog, I suppose we call them on video, with just a little bit more information about the movement within. So again, like I said, that this is going to be a little bit of a pregnancy vlog. It's also going to be a little bit about yoga. It's going to be a little bit of product review. It's going to be a little bit about everything, but for the most part I want to touch on some things that I find is perhaps a little bit missing when I scour the webs, YouTube stuff lately, regarding pregnancy and regarding some of the questions that I've had, and then also, you know, just my interpretation of the stuff that I've found out. So from the Sacred Pregnancy book by author Annie Dalta, again, I did go into this just a moment ago, whether that gets edited or not for my first editing experience. This is a journal. And I am going to video vlog from week 21 on, I'm sorry. And so this one is journaling a little bit about the movement within. And the question it asks me is, what was it like to feel your baby move for the first time? And did it make you feel more connected to the baby? Yes. Yes and yes. It was really fun. I actually had to ask Maggie, one of the teachers at the studio, if what I was actually feeling was the baby movement. It was really light and very fluttery, and it was kind of more of an experience like a tickle. It kind of felt almost like something was tickling my skin and I needed to scratch it, and it makes me want to touch that space. I really found that the first time I felt super connected to the baby and that it really made it feel super real was seeing it in the ultrasound. And I know that, you know, it was like that with Craig, and everything that I've read had said that the men, you know, really get it when they see it. Even though my body's been changing, it has, to see the baby move and to hear the heartbeat when I go to the midwives, it's quite profound. And then it's sort of like, whoa, there's something growing in me. And how fortunate I get to be to have that experience. You know, I asked Craig a bunch of times, you know, do you wish you could? And he says that he's okay being the dad and doing the thing, but I just feel that, you know, men are missing out, unfortunately. So we'll see if I continue to feel that way for the next, you know, 20 weeks. Not quite 20 weeks, but I hope that you've enjoyed this first vlog. Please, if you have any suggestions, if you want to know anything, you can set the ball rolling. I'm more than happy to answer some things for you. I think my next vlog will be a little bit more interactive. I'll give you some ideas of what I've set up so far. I'll show you some of my main purchases that I've been really excited about. I am going to do cloth diapering, so I'll go into cloth diapering stuff, my research that I've learned on that, and show you the co-sleeping situation as it's progressing. We did get some purchases, so that will be in our vlog. Let's say I'm going to try and do 2 per week. So just to give myself a break and not to expect too much, I'm going to finish with just a little bit of a belly bump show, since that's sort of what everybody's kind of interested in. One body symptom is the size of my breasts. They are ginormous. I am normally a small C cup. I am now starting to bust out of my D38. So the breasts have been expanding. So there we go. Let's see if we can get it to focus in. There's the belly. From the front, and from the side, from the side. And we are about 39 inches around. And like I said, I was about 145 when I started. I'm 160 now. My height is 5 foot, roughly 7. And I'm 34. I turned 34 in November. So welcome to my life, welcome to my pregnancy, and I hope you follow. Please don't forget to subscribe, and we'll see you in a couple of days. Mwah!